Okay, so I thought I'd rank some of these Team of the Year players. Now, what I want to make sure you understand is the floor is very high. So all these players could probably get into most of your team. The question is where do you rank them in terms of the cost? Are they worth it? Are they actually good? So for example, like Martinez is probably one of the best goalkeepers inside the game. And then the only really person that really competes with him, maybe you can argue, is like Van der Sar in terms of what you can get. He's got the rush out playstyle, which is the most important, and he's got footwork. If you're asking me, I think he's one of the best goalkeepers Premier League. I think he's definitely one of the best, and he has a good height. I think he's very good for his price. I mean, the other car that I'm mainly using this year is a Van der Sar. For 435, you could always get the regular one, but he's got footwork and he's got rush out. And if you do know, I'm a big fan of Ter Stegen, so I think for the price, he's very, very good and should get into your team. Now we're going to go to Irene Paredes. I think that's how you say her name. Now, the problem with her is she's a good card. She's only 600k, so we've got to bear that in mind in terms of cost, right? Let's say we're taking account of cost. The thing is, she's got very good play styles. The block and aerial. Slide tackle is okay. I don't think it's amazing. The thing is, she can't play centre back. Well, she can. She's 5'10". She can play that role, but I think she's probably a bit slowish. Like, it's fine if you want to use, for example, someone on a different end. That's completely fine. But I think for 500k, she's not bad. If you've got a Team of the Year player, yeah, the links can be an issue, but she's actually a good player. I think where the shadow is what she's needed. Her pace is too slow naturally, so you need a shadow. And I think she can play that centre back role. But I think for 400, 500k, there's other options like Kunde. So I'm not going to say she's good to standard. I think someone like Kunde is a better cover jockey playstyle. Plus, I much prefer someone like Kunde. And you can argue, oh, isn't Kunde basically got the same height, 5'11"? Yes, but Kunde has a jockey playstyle plus, much better sprint speed and acceleration. So in my opinion, I would lean towards someone like Kunde as opposed to Irene. Okay. Then we have Grimaldo. Now, Grimaldo is one of the cheap options. I think it's a very good card. As a left mid, could probably get that job done. You probably need a finish if you are going to play him on left mid. If you want a good entry card that is not that expensive, then I would say he's definitely a card to go for. With a finisher as a left mid, he's got some insane stats. I wish it was like the old days, because you know where I'd play him? I'd play him in centre mid. But he's got quick step, which is very, very important. Whipped cross and slide tackle, not that important. I think he's a good left back. Should you be spending 1 mil on the left back? That's the thing. Probably not. But I think if you play him as a left mid, he's actually not a bad idea. That's the only downside. So as a left back, probably not worth the money. Probably one of the best. Maybe Theo is better than him, but I think he's more of a left mid with a finisher than he is as a left back. That's my opinion. But he's definitely a very, very good all-arounded left back. Berger, as I would say, she's 5'11". Don't get her, waste of money. Far reach, not going to help with her height. Bronze, now she's actually not a bad card. She's got incisive pass and anticipate. Now, the main thing you're really paying for is incisive pass. If you play the false back and you like to use through balls with your wider players, like into the middle or down the channels, I think she's a good card. Apart from that use case, I don't think she's worth 800k. She hasn't got the best of finishing. She can't play right mid like Grimaldo can on the left-hand side. So I think she's a decent card, but it isn't necessarily one that I'd probably say is worth the money if you're asking me. Ronaldo, one of the best. I think quick step and power shot, I think is one of the best cards you can get right now. Definitely go with the engine. You could even go with a hawk, but I would say I'd probably say with an engine. I wouldn't really go finisher, but if you wanted to move agility balance, you could do it that way as well. You could even go with a basic where stats are pretty good. But I think most people are probably going to use something of a hawk, which would be 99% using a hawk. And then I would say an engine would be a good option. Good card. Wish it was 5-star, 5-star. But definitely one of the best. The acrobatic play starters, meh. But power shot and quick step, very, very good. Cole Palmer. Jesus. Cole Palmer. Another good card. Dead Ball. Depends how you want to think about it. I wish I had Incisive instead. I think it's a very good card. For 2 mil, I think it's priced a bit too heavy. I think there's other cards you can get instead of Cole Palmer, if you're asking me. 5-star, 4-star, definitely a very good card. I'm not saying it's not a good card. But I think maybe at 2 mil, there's other cards that you could argue maybe offer more. So for me, I think he's a good card, but I don't think he's worth the price. I think, yes, he's got the finesse shot place down technical, but maybe there's other cards that are worth it, and I'll explain to you in a second what I'm talking about. Carvajal, one of the best right backs. I think a better right back option. Jockey playstyle plus press proven and long ball. I think he's worth the money if you've got a tank team. Otherwise, you should not be spending this kind of money on a right back. Pretty much simple. This is like if your team is already complete, you got a 20 mil team, you got 1 mil spare, then you dump the card at right back. Not worth buying for the average player unless you have a specific use case. Renard is actually a very good card. I think she's worth the money. She can play CDM and she can play center back. She's got anticipate aerial long ball, beautiful ping in those long balls, 6'2". She has a bit of everything. With a shadow, I think she's fine. I would like the pace to be higher. She's got the jockey play style and the block. Pace could be higher, but I think she's a very good card. I think she's priced maybe slightly a tad bit too high, but I think because of the role she has and what she can offer, she's more of that unique type player that everyone needs. She can play that center back and the CDM role. So for 5 backs, I think she's a very good card. Salah, probably one of the best right-hand side in the game. I think for 4 million coins, amazing. Top tier card. Brilliant playstyles. Worth the money, in my opinion. I don't have to speak too much about this. I'm pretty sure you know that. And of course, can play striker. Worth 4 mil, in my opinion. 5-star, 4-star as well. James, probably the best, one of the best cards for performance. I think her rating, I think the technical trickster and press proven. She did look for her stats. She's a good card. She can play cam as well. She's a good card. I think she's worth the price if you have the money. Me personally speaking, this short card, it's decent for the price. I think she has a use case, holding up the ball, 5-star weak foot, and just finessing the ball. Thing is, her curve sucks, so finessing is not going to be as good as you think. I think she's an okay card, good price for what you get, in my opinion. Saliba, one of the best centre backs. Playstyles are dead. Like, let's be honest, slide tackle is dead. I slide tackle more than average person. Okay, yes, you can improve the coverage, helps a little bit. Grants ability to stop the ball. Relentless. Do I care about that on a centre back? Okay, maybe if I use teammate contain, that's the only benefit. Anticipate. Even more of a waste of, well, not even, probably the best playstyle of what he has. Overrated in my opinion. The average player likes this a bit more because they're bad at tackling and they get away with stuff. So maybe that's the benefit. Worth 4 mil? Maybe not. Maybe not. I think it's a good, very good centre back. One of the best centre backs in the game. Is he worth 4 mil though? I think you can get a card like at a, like this is the thing. Numero Militao's better in my opinion. Or you can get Maldini. In fact, you can get both of these cards. Decent, maybe a bit of a price. Again, another very good card. You can play left mid. Finishing is dead. Grimaldo is better. There's no real reason. The only reason why you'd probably want to get her instead of Grimaldo is because of the jockey playstyle plus. Unless you're going for the French PSG links, go with Grimaldo. Go with Grimaldo. One of the best. Gonna be extinct. Not gonna waste my time. I wish I had a quick step. That would be insane. But one of the best. Pretty sure you know it. 15 mil. It doesn't matter if he's good or not. He's always gonna be extinct. Virgil van Dijk, probably the best centre back in a game. 91 sprint speed, 97 defensive block, area and intercept. One of the best centre backs in the game. No, not worth it 100%. You know, considering if you look at Saliba for 2 mil more, it's you. If you're going to pay for Saliba, you got to pay for Van Dijk. Bateas, I think she's very, very good. One of the best as well. I think for 5 mil, she has everything you'd want. First touch, incisive, and finesse shot. I think she's worth it. People say she's not, but I think for 5-star cam, yes, I'd be perfect. She could play like another position, but I think she's worth it. In my opinion, was the best price performance card. She dropped about 2 mil, and now she's gone back up again. I think compared to Palmer, she's the better card. Look, let's say chemistry is not a question. Pay the 200k more. You get the finesse shot, same as Palmer, but you get pinged pass. Trivela is not important. I think she's better because she has the ability to play as on the left-hand side. and one of the benefits, she's got a 5-star weak foot. I think if you compare Palmer, they're both good, but I think Rayton is just a bit better. I thought she was a bit cheaper, but she's not. They're both very, very good. Don't get me wrong. Let me just reword this. I think for her price, she's a very, very good card. Definitely worth getting if you ask me. With the ping pass, it's going to be more of a choice. I think she's got the better play styles overall. Definitely get it, in my opinion, as a cam. Aitana, 4-star, 5-star. Maybe you could argue in some ways is better than Alexia. Depends what playstyles you need. But finesse, technical, tiki-taka, I think she's one of the best center mids in the game. And she can defend. I think she's definitely worth it. The only downside with Alexia is she's still got decent defending. Her defense awareness sucks. So Bomati for 1 mil less can play that role. The only thing you lose that 5-star skill moves. Smith, I think very, very underrated. I think 3 mil is a good price for 3.5 mil. She's got the power shot, finesse shot, quick step. They should have given her power shot, quick step, and then the finesse shot. That would have been insane. Or first touch, quick step, finesse shot. I think for a price, she's worth it. If you can get her in chemistry, she's definitely worth it. One of the best strikers you can get. That money can buy 5-star weak foot, of course. I could play left wing or right wing. Quite rare to find that as well. Hansen, one of the best as well on the right hand side. Rapid, Trickster, Trivella. I think 5-star, 5-star. I think she's a very good card. Is she worth 5 mil? If you just get this card for 1 mil, is it worth it for Rapid? I would say no. I think she's a very good card, but I don't think she's worth 5 mil. I'm just looking. Get this card. Not this one. Get this card. I don't even think it's even worth paying for the Rapid. People, Quick Step is much better. Rapid is good, but there's other cards available. In my opinion, not worth it. Bellingham, one of the best in the mids. Very good playstyles. I think he's worth it. I think he's a very, very good card. One of the best. I think for 5 mil, he's good because he has the stature and he can play as a defensive player as well. I think he's worth it. Vinicius Jr., worth it. Probably as old than you want. Same like an Mbappe. No comment needed. And we finalize on Rodri now. I think he's worth it as well. I think I would go with Rodri over Bellingham. See, because Bellingham can play cam, but Bellingham is more of a centre mid, in my opinion. But Rodri has the pinged pass, tiki-taka, bruiser, which I don't really care about. But because he can play CDM and centre mid, and he's got very good sprint speed and 99 defense awareness, you could potentially argue one of the best CDMs, if not the best, and I think he's worth the price. A shadow is basically useless here, but what you can do is you could put something like a hunter on him to get his finishing up, and he can play like a good box to box or playmaker center mid. You're asking me, I would say with all those playstyles, one of the best CDMs inside the game. That's just me ranking team of the years. Well, not ranking, maybe reviewing. Hope you enjoyed this video. Catch you next time. Peace.